Here, I would like to share with you one concept that changed my life and changed my life very quickly, to be honest, as well as for my clients and other people that I share this concept with. And by the end of this video, you will understand this concept very well and you can apply it for your life and for overall growth in your business as well, because it's one of the most powerful things that I've learned. And once I applied, every single thing changed. And that one thing is commitment. Like, being committed to your vision as well as focused on that one vision that you created for yourself. So what I mean by commitment, in the past I used to procrastinate a lot. I said I'm going to do something, but I never did. I said I'm going to wake up in the morning and do my morning routine and then do great deep work blocks and move my business forward, right? But I never was able to do it. Like, I never stick with the good habits, like with the nutrition, with the sleep. And it was very difficult for me to actually make progress in my life and in my business because I was always falling for these traps and these vices and bad habits and limiting thoughts, and my mindset was really bad on that end. So I always struggled with that, and I was unable to break this pattern for a long time until I realized that a true key to actually getting out of that loop and creating a new loop that is productive and empowering towards my vision and towards my goals and what I want to accomplish is to create a very, very, very detailed and specific vision of how I want my life to look like, but not just any type of vision in the next 5 to 10, 20 years. It was a vision that I want to accomplish in the next 40 days or maybe 90 days. I put together a vision board for the next 90 days of how I want my life to look like and what exactly do I want to accomplish. But what I changed is that I stopped focusing on the revenue and the goals and the business wise I want to, the business goals that I want to accomplish. Because I always set those goals. I always said that by the end of this time, I'm going to make this amount of money and just focus on those little digits, right, in the Stripe account. And my clients did the same thing. They were always focusing a lot on setting business goals and business visions and KPIs and stuff like that. That's important, of course, but it can become very frustrating when it's not really happening and you put your own self-worth based on those numbers. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't really help you with your mindset. So instead, what I changed and what I did differently than before, as well as what I told my clients to, is to just create the vision of a life you want. If you want to live in this place, how that place looks like. Okay, if you want to have this experience and travel to these places, how does that look like? Be specific, because you're not going to accomplish those goals by being driven by some digits in a Stripe account. You need to channel that energy and you need to create the vision around experiences and how you want to feel and how your life would look like. The money, that's a byproduct. That will happen naturally, right? But that will never give you this drive and this commitment that you need to show up every single day and get the work done. All right, so once I created this very strong emotional vision for myself of how I want my life to look like in the next 90 days, then I printed a paper with the check boxes on my wall, and I just put it there. So every single day I can cross one day if I manage to follow. And so far it's been 42 days, even more at this point, I think, that I've been following this monk mode, this challenge that I created for myself of crazy discipline and commitment and focus. Every stage of your life, you need to upgrade to the next identity to get to the next level. All right, so that's who I needed to become to get to the next level in my life and my business. Okay, because or else I would be very comfortable, which is not what we want. I say the same thing to our clients, you are comfortable right now, but if you want to grow, you need to grow as a person as well. So by doing all of these things and by visually seeing how I progress, it kept me going, right? The commitment was stronger. But as well as me visualizing my vision, how I want my life to look like in the next 90 days, that was strong as well. And that helped me get myself accountable as well as stay committed and focused on what needs to be done. And one of the biggest things that changed everything was just to show up as a person who already has those things right now in this moment, not tomorrow, not a week after that, not when I accomplish those things, but right now. So every single morning I ask myself a question: what would Miriam, who has that vision, how would she think? How would she act? How would she feel every single day? Okay. So whenever I approach my deep work, whenever I approach my day, whenever I am about to train and eat, how would that version that has the life that I want, how do they show up? Well, she's focused. She can do the work. She can actually do this and that in this way. that's exactly like creating a very detailed version of yourself and how that version acts every single day. And you then, present in the present moment, you want to act as if you already are that person, and act as if you already have that apartment, or drive that car, or travel around the world, or have that person you want to have, or whatever that may be. And by combining everything that I've just mentioned in this video, I was able to stay very disciplined, committed, and actually enjoyed in the process, and slowly becoming this 2.0 version of myself every single day. And if I look back, 42 days ago, like, the life is unrecognizable, and it doesn't have to take years to change. Like with my client, we started working and together, and after 2 weeks or even less, he was able to quit all these bad habits that he had for years, not just months and days, years. We were able to do it in the first 10 or 14 days. That's by actually applying some of these concepts that I just mentioned in this video. And the main one, okay, which is creating a strong vision, as well as like identity, like the future vision and future identity you want to become and you want to have, and applying everything right now in this moment. Like, you show up like you already have what you want. And that changed my life completely. And if you are procrastinating every single day, if you cannot break this loop, then you need to create that strong vision, that identity. Put it visually on your wall. You can see it every single day. Tick off those boxes when you actually progress every single day, and just become really process oriented. Stop looking at those revenue goals. Stop looking at how many clients you have to sign this month, because if you manage to change internally, that everything that you want externally, money, clients, life, whatever, will follow as a byproduct. That's guaranteed, all right? Because first you need to change, and then everything else follows, all right? So yeah, that's everything for this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope it gave you an idea of how you can actually escape this loop and create a better life for yourself, because actually it's very that simple. So just apply everything that I mentioned, and let me know in the comments below if it made sense. And yeah, I'll be looking forward to reading those comments. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.